Hello, Internet. It is August 5th, 2011. This is VEDA, Day 5. I'm Matt. So today's prompt for VEDA, vlog every day in August if you're just joining us, was what is your relationship with technology and is it a healthy one? Now for me, this is an epic topic. I mean, epic. I was afraid at first that this prompt was going to turn to some kind of a technology pissing match where we'd be all like, okay, yeah, that's right, I had a coupler modem that was hooked up to my trash 80 and I had to write my own compiler in order to get onto my local BBS where I was a sysop and I would totally ban dweebs like you. Suck it. I have a professional relationship with technology. It pays my bills. It's awesome. Now, on a personal level, this is where things get a little bit hairy. First of all, I mean, I live and breathe with connectivity. I got my first email account when I was 19, okay? And that didn't include like getting online with the World Wide Web or anything like that. I didn't learn about the World Wide Web until I was 20, okay? I'm 36 now, which means at this point, just barely, I've had email slightly less than half of my life and the internet even more, a little more less or something. But there's going to be a point when I'm like, you know what, I've had the internet for more than I've not had the internet. And that time is going to be in about 4 years, which is crazy. And even in the times of having the internet, it was like, you connected on demand, like when you needed to. It wasn't ubiquitous the way it is now, where I'm sitting here in any room in my house, I've got between my forget about wireless networking, now you get a freaking smartphone. You're on the train, and you're sitting there and you're connected, and when you don't have connectivity, it freaks you the F out. It's bizarre that that's happened. And you know what? I freaking love it, because I love technology. So being connected all the time, I kind of can claim professional requirements for that. And the way that I know that something goes wrong is I get an email, and it's like, oh my god, the sky's falling, somebody fix it, help, help, help. Okay, well, I better be checking my email on my smartphone and see if anything happened. And then, of course, you go check your email on your smartphone, and you go, oh, hey, somebody @replied me, let me @reply back to them, and hey, it's my turn to hang in with friends. And, oh, hey, let me check my Google Reader real quick, and oh, somebody added me on Google+, and then next thing you know, it's 20 minutes later, and by the way, you actually didn't have any work-related emails to read. The other piece of this is sort of to create some type of a sacred smartphone-free space, especially when doing things with my family. And I have to give props to my friend Brian Birch, who kind of brought this up to me at first as a concept, because he is like me and his wife is like my wife. Therefore, what works for him works for me. If you're playing with your kids, you're not looking at your phone unless it's blowing up and going boom, 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 production broken. So that's one thing as a challenge that I want to take on, is creating those sacred spaces. Now, there's a couple other things that I wanted to bring up when it comes to my relationship with technology. Let's take a look at my office / guest room. There's a lot of frickin' computers in this room. Actually, there's really only two. There's my desktop and my laptop, but my desktop has 2 displays, and you also notice that we have a television with a DVR, which is hooked up to the internet, in the room as well. This is in one room, and kind of a small one. Like, how many people can you fit in this room that you need to have so much kit? So I host my own website, and I host out of my house, so check it out. As you can see, it's high class in the laundry room. So just let's bear that in mind, as I know there's a couple of y'all who are kind of big techno nerds like me, and if we want to get in that pissing match, do you have a frickin' ProLiant in your basement sitting on a card table? I thought it would be interesting to see whether or not the obsession with technology has made it to the next generation. As you can see, it has, and not only has it made it to the next generation, Henry is very particular, and he wants his own frickin' tech, so get your hands off Joey. This could become a problem. Sometime you can ask me about my kick-ass Mac 2FX that I overclocked the 030 up to 70 megahertz, which was like crazy, and I blew out like 3 logic boards doing so. But I won't talk about that right now, so you'll just have to ask me another time.